to the comment section and type diamonds. Go to the comment section and type diamonds. All right, all right. And you know that you're part of the 500,000 that will be raised. And you're also going to be raised, you're also going to raise part of the 500,000. Type diamonds on the comment section. Let it rain diamonds. Let it rain diamonds on the comment section. Let it rain diamonds on the comment section. All right, all right. I celebrate each and every single one of you typing diamonds. I celebrate each and every single one of you typing diamonds. Well done, well done, well done. So right now we're going to be bringing on stage our trainer for today, who is also going to be our testifier. Yes, this morning there is a whole lot for us. There is a whole lot for us. So we need your cooperation this morning. We need you to sit tight with your writing materials, and also don't get distracted. Network has nothing on us this morning, okay? So don't get distracted. Make sure you're paying attention. Don't also come to the comment section and start typing this and that and that. All right? So let's make sure we pay attention. Very good. So if you heard what I said and you're ready to hear from our trainer this morning, type ready on the comment section. If you're ready, type ready on the comment section. Our very beautiful Amazon ambassador, a former unstoppable leader. Join me as I welcome on stage Ambassador Blessing Asupo. Let's welcome her in the comment section from the ancient city of Benin. You're welcome, ma. Well, you're welcome. We're ready and we're super happy to hear from you this morning. You're welcome, ma. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Lady Sophie. Good morning, Star Nation. Please, if you can hear me, you can see me, type Evolve 2.0 at the chat handle, right? If you can hear me, you can see me, type Evolve 2.0 at the comment section. All right. If you can see me, you can hear me, type Evolve 2.0. All right. Okay. So let's dive in. Good morning, Star Nation. Welcome to Super Monday Cell Meeting. It's a privilege to be on your screen this morning. And I did not take this for granted. So I appreciate God for the gift of life and the gift of the opportunity that we are all in. And also to our president, all right, people who have stood the test of time to see that we all are beneficiary of this project. And of course, to our mastermind ambassador, Dr. Victor Albertson, and of course, our own Udogu, all right, the phenom himself, our mastermind mentor, our father, all right. So, boss, thank you for this golden opportunity. I did not take it for granted. And to all the Hall of Famers, Ambassador Architect Moses, Ambassador Dr. Tony, all the amazing leaders, all the former unstoppable leaders, thank you so much for this opportunity. And to you listening to me, welcome to Cell Meeting, and you're going to be having a great time. Now, welcome to Diamond Project. Welcome to Century 21 Freedom Group International. Now, I'm starting this meeting now, and if by now your team member are yet to join the meeting, probably by the time they join, they must have probably missed out on some, because while I'm sharing my testimony, I'm also starting my training, all right? Because I look back through my journey to this project, and I found out that something that a lot of people miss is the topic of today, all right? The topic of today, if you look at the link of today, you find out that the training of today is called Understanding the Business We Do. Some of us think we understand what we are here for, but literally, some of us don't. And that is why you see some people, after they must have gotten to a level in the business, they quit. The question is, why did they quit? Did they not understand what the business was all about? And most times, these are people that are really, really doing so much work for themselves. So it's called for a call for understanding. All right, so I will dive in with my testimony so you can understand the lady in your screen today. All right, my name is Asupo Blessing. I'm a child whose life I would say very fair, because either way, life is fair. All right, I find myself struggling right from the one that I ever came out of my mother's womb. Now, anytime I have a chance to talk about my background, I used to get so emotional, right? Because unlike every other girl child out there, I know that maybe it was part of my script, because life is about script, right? Things happen to you You don't know why. It's part of your script, ladies and gentlemen. And for you to really get to that destination, God needed that script, that particular script you don't like to be part of your journey. So my case was just like that. I was a child. I didn't know my father. I was told my father died when I was 8 months. All right, and a whole lot. At a point, I found myself with aunties and uncles, and of course, for some of us that have heard me share my story today, I'm going to be more detailed a bit. All right, and I pray you learn something from this. All right, I was raised by aunties and uncles. You'll be asking me, where was the mother? Well, life also happened to her. For the past 30 years of my life, I've been having grudges with my mom. Fine, I called her, I speak to her, but that daughter and mother relationship was never there. Not until ending of last month. All right. Now, I was raised by different aunties, different uncles, and I had a lot of tough time trying to please all my uncles because I found out that I literally have to work for everything I ever wanted. When I was much younger, before I was departed, before I was separated from my mom, I found out that I keep on telling her I wanted to go to school. I wanted to go to school. She didn't go to school, and I didn't know. Nobody has ever told me much about my father until last month. All right. So I just thought I wanted to go to school. I'm not the first one. We are 7, and I'm number 3. And I kept telling her I wanted to go to school. My mother looked at me and said, I don't have the means to send you to school. So one of those days while I was still with her, very small, probably 5 or 6 years, there was a woman in the compound who said she had a sister that just put to bed, that if my mom can allow me to go and assist her, that was the word they didn't tell me it was out there, right? My mother can allow me to assist her, that since I said I want to go to school, the woman will send me to school. So my mom ran to me and said, hey, you have always said you wanted to go to school. There's a woman somewhere who said she needs someone to stay with her. Just go and stay with her, be helping her. All right, since you said you want to go to school, she will send you to school. So I happily agreed. All right, until I got there, I found out that, yeah, this is it. So now I knew it was out there like this, right? So I served and served just because I wanted to go to school. And the bitter truth was that I was never sent to school. Then my father's sister, all right, who has promised made a promise when my father died that she was going to come pick myself and my brother to Lagos so we can stay with her and see what she can do with us, all right? So she came and she picked us. That was why I left the first house girl job. Not job this time around, so I can go to school. So my father's sister came pick us to Lagos, and of course, she couldn't just really accept us as our own. You can really literally see the fact that anytime you offend her, you literally offend her, find out that the way she treated us was not really the way like, this is my brother's children, right? Neighbors have to come and be pleading with her, leave this student now. And she was like, so it was all of that. All right. And a point, my auntie will not even follow you to school. She will say, I don't know the crime you committed in school. All right. I don't want parent meeting, none for me. All right. So we have to go and borrow parents, people that come, because for those of us that went to public school, you know the penalties when your parent don't show up for parent meeting. So that was my life. Eventually, my auntie took my brothers back for the reason best known to her. I was left with myself and all of that. So one of her sons said I should come and stay with her because that one just got married. They needed someone. So I have to start the house girl job again, helping them, assisting them. So a point came, I finished my secondary school and they said, okay, fine. This child, I think she should go and learn and work. And somewhere, my uncle was well to do, all right? And I think he could not just succumb to that agreement because he felt, I'm working in a good place. And what about my children? If my children go to school and these guys, people might see me in quote as a bad person. So all the advice for my uncle to just send me to go and learn one hand work and forget about school, that I don't have all the same, was not done. So against all odds, my uncle sent me to school, and I wouldn't want to bug you on the journey of how I graduated. For every single time we have holiday, I pray that they can exempt me from going home, because it was one issue to the other. But eventually I graduated, and I told myself, I'm sick and tired of being at the mercy of people. You know, sometimes the job, you're hearing conversation, now if you want to get married, who will sponsor it? So many talk at home that was literally heartbreaking. I'm someone that, if you say verbal bullying can kill somebody, I'm someone verbal bullying would have killed long time ago. I wake up to verbal bullying. I sleep with Baba bullying. They bullied me with mouth. Like most time it's not physical hitting, no, with mouth. Think that when you hear it, your heart will be bleeding. So I thought they can, right? Service came up. I was posted to the north. I was scared because prior to my service here, something was happening at home, and I started looking for a job. I remember I went to GT head office to submit my CV, and the lady looked at that and said, "You're not qualified to be here. You don't have all the connections. Who recommended you here?" All right, they left all the branches and come to head office, and that was how this lady just sent me off. All right, she said, "We'll get back to me." And that day, I just reasoned my destiny that day. What if my father was a well-to-do person? What that live in Lagos or you won't be in Lagos, you know that 5 a.m. will not meet you at home. So every day I leave home 5 a.m. I haven't woken up by like 3:30 to clean the house, do all the things I need to do in the house, ensure my uncle's students are ready for school, cook their food, and I must leave home by 5 a.m. All right. I close 6 p.m. for me to come back to the house sometime 11:30 to 12. So my auntie will again that job initially until then when the salary came up and it was 40,000 naira. And I went to ask questions. They said, "See, if you don't want this job, just leave us alone." And that was it for me. So it is either I was left to take the 40,000 naira job or I leave to work, to staying at home and hearing all the bullying. So I continued until my service came up. I was posted to the north. I was scared. I didn't know what could really happen. And prior to my service here, I was in one relationship. Let me talk about that part today. I was in one relationship that I took the guy home, and everybody in the house were against this guy. How can't you see this guy is a playboy? Everybody was saying negative things about this person. All right, because I'm used to negative things, so I thought it was one of those things. So my service here came up, and of course, this person will talk. Then something happened about 4 months of me leaving my service here. This boy had a challenge. He was arrested and he needed money. He also came from a polygamous home. So all his siblings turned their back on me. All right. So he called me and said, this is it, stuff like that. And he needed money to get a lawyer. He doesn't have a lawyer. So my roommate, a couple friend that we were staying together, sent a lawyer from Port Harcourt, called their colleagues in Lagos, and that was how that connection comes in and started funding. I started funding lawyers to go to bail this guy. And the sister called me and said, "I learned your uncle is well to do. Why can't you call your uncle and let him use his influence?" I said, "Guy, this person is not even well accepted at home yet. And you're telling me to go and tell them that he has a problem. What eyes?" So she just keep on mounting pressure on me as if I'm married to this person already. All right. So I have to use all my saving I had then to ensure that the lawyer goes there to see how he can live. And it was at that middle of this problem, right? I saw this project. I'm going to tell you the gospel truth today. The day the lady recommended me, Shoma, the day she recommended me, told me if I'm selected, they will call me. And eventually I got a call. I went there and I saw the presentation, right? As Dr. John was presenting, the moment he gets to where you can make money, that was when I started listening to what he was saying. I'm like, wow, I need money to bail David out of the jail. So if I do this business now, it means I'll make money. But that was actually my major why that very day. I needed money to bail this guy that I felt, okay, fine, this is it. All right. So I don't say, okay, the way he was saying it, 3,000, 4,008, before you know they are making, and I said, look, I said, oh, this is it. And I didn't have the complete money. So because of this very challenge, I have ready start. I started with a part payment, 10,000 naira. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ask me where that guy is now, all right, a month after I came out of the jail, out of the cell, he had to move to Abuja where the sister was. And guess what? He went with somebody else. Okay. Now, I didn't even add the fact that I had to even have to borrow money again to see that that case was off. And the lady who borrowed me the money to today did not get that money. So I went through so much, both from home, relationship, and the whole of that. So when I saw the business, and they started encouraging me to learn to come and understand what the business was all about. I was not really paying attention from the beginning. But because of the fact that I've started going to the meeting and I started getting a little information, and I felt it was a place I could actually learn. And guess what? The difference was the fact that each time I show up in the office, my mentor will always say, Blessing, you can do it. Blessing, you can do it. So it was different from what I was hearing from home. At home, I was a dumb, I was stupid, but this is someone who keep telling me you can do it. This thing can help you. And gradually, it began to make sense. Now, mind you, I was already like a month to end my service here. And pressure started coming from home. All right. So the moment I ended 3 months to me ending my service here, I saw the opportunity, and there was now more interest for me to learn the opportunity, because he said if you must grow, you must learn. And I've already rounded up my service here. People at home started calling me my uncle and auntie. They started telling me I don't have respect. They sent me to school. Now I've graduated. Every other person I've lived where they posted for service, I said now I want to stay back. Effort to explain to them what I meant was nobody listening to you. In my house, what it has to do with Blessing, forget about explanation. All right. So I was struggling to see how I can learn, and at the same time getting a lot of heat at home. When it got to the height of it, my mentor, Dr. John, said, Blessing, see, just go home. Just go home before these people do more than what they are doing right now. I packed my bag, I left me, and I went back to Lagos. But something happened at home. The moment I got home, it was as if all hell break loose. Every single person in the house was against me. My auntie looked at me and said, I want to kill our children, right? She even went and called, she went as far as calling neighbors to come and be our witness. If anything happened to our child, our children, our grandchildren, they should help me respond. This is my father's sister, right? And one of our child looked at me and said, haven't they done enough, right? They've trained you to school, then what are you still waiting for? So it got to a point, I started contemplating suicide. I said, see, Blessing, if you die now, you give these people peace, right? So that at least you can up their sight and all of that. So two things comes to mind. Either I take Otapia and kill myself, or I leave the house. But to where? I don't know. Go to under bridge. People are staying there. That was the mindset then. The second one was for me to take Otapia. Then to leaving the house. To where? I don't know. But I made up my mind. Let me, if you have to die, go and die. So that these people can have peace. Since your presence alone is something else. So at this point, of course, already I left the house with maybe a few things that I had, and to where I begged a friend to accommodate me. After some months, after like 2 weeks, the parents said they see danger me staying with them. So I have to move to Ibadan. All right. I spotted with someone. I gave my house, the house I used to stay while I was in school. And this was how this lady accommodated me until Dr. John called me. I received a call one morning and he said, Blessing, there's one event. There's one event taking place in Lagos, and I want you to be there. I said, sir, I started giving excuse. He said, so you have to be in that meeting. And that was how my journey started. All right. I met this opportunity and I went for that event. Like I said, this was me. I joined the business as a copper, just 3 months of leaving my service here. Now, something stood out for this event that doctor called me in. For the fact that my village people allowed me to attend this event, that was the day they lost me, right? That's why for some of us that find excuse to quit the business, you've not understood yet, right? You've not really understood. And that's why we're having this conversation this morning, all right? This event was the day my village people lost everything about me. This is now, doctor ensured that I attended this event and I got there. I saw people, I saw results, I saw life, I saw testimonies, right? One of the things that stood out for me on this very event was the fact that I saw people that I felt I was older than being recognized as millionaire earners. I said, wait, I don't understand. And prior to that time, I submitted my CV somewhere. And it was in that event, they sent me an email that I can resume work on Monday. My annual salary is 800,000. So I ran to go and meet doctor. I said, doctor, look at this message I received. He said, calculate this money, divide this 800,000 in 12 months. How much is that? And see what you are seeing here. So immediately I just discarded that message, and the whole event gave me a shift of mindset. I had goosebumps. I thought I was already on top of the world. I see myself not just only succeeding, but a whole lot changed about me that day. See, you can never overemphasize the power event. If a 2.0 is coming, we are begging you to get 30,000 naira ticket for a lifetime transformation, and it seems you don't understand. Please follow me closely. The lady speaking to you today wouldn't have been here without this event. This was my starting point. I saw this event and I saw something that I could pour my whole life on. And that was it for me. A week interval from this event was C2NFD third year anniversary. And guess what? I was also right in that meeting. Now, something stood out for me in that meeting, and I'm going to share it with you. For those of us that have not heard this part before. Right in that event, Ambassador Sharon's testimony took me off my feet. Ambassador Sharon's testimony gave me hope. Ambassador Sharon's testimony gave me a new will never give you what you deserve. Life will only give you what you demand. That was the first statement she made. And the second statement she made, someone said no sound. No sound. Please, can we hear me? Please, can
We can hear you loud and clear, ma. We can hear you.
be heard? Can we still hear me? Can we still hear me, please?
We can hear
All right.
you.
So at that event, Ambassador Sharon shared a testimony. And what was that? She said, life will never give you what you deserve. Life will only give you what you demand. And that stood out for me. So I also stand a chance to go out to life and demand something out of life without my parent, without nobody. Then the second thing she said that took me off my feet was the fact that she said she was going to give the word to her children. She said she was going to deliver the whole word to her children. And I looked at myself. From where I was seated, I have never heard anyone, heard any of my parents say they have what it takes to, in fact, I don't, till today, nobody has ever even showed me what my father looked like. Not to talk of the promises, not until last month, all right, I met some of my friends that said, oh, this is Asupo's daughter. Small girl that time, they started saying a whole lot. All right. So I never anyone ever made a statement like that. And she said she wants to give the word to her children. And I told myself, I agreed I don't have anyone to deliver the word for me, but I can deliver the word for somebody else. I can build something, and I can also help my unborn children. All right, not to come and start life from the grassroots. And guess what? All right, and guess what? That become a fueling point for me, right? That become a fueling point for me, because at that point, I just saw that I have a chance. I have a chance. And because I felt I have a chance, see the way it happened. That day, I left that meeting with a burning desire, with so much desire to succeed. All right, with so much passion to succeed. And I told myself, if others are succeeding here, I am definitely going to succeed. I pick up the jotter, all right, that Mdoba shared during the last event, and I wrote something. All right, please follow me closely. Don't get distracted, please. Please make my second device co-host, please. All right. I made up my mind I was going to run this business full time. So the moment that event ended, I went to my pastor. I told him I was going to Benin, and he said, "What is happening there?" I began to explain to him the business I came in contact with. All right. And he said, with the way you are saying this thing, with the energy, with the vibe they are using to say this thing, it's a sign that you will succeed in this thing. He prayed for me, and I have to spend the next 3 days in church, fasting and praying for my journeying down to Benin. It was my first time. I have, please, some people keep saying there's no sound. Please, can you still hear me? Please, can you still hear me? Can you still hear me, please? All right. So I just made up my mind that this was it for me. I spent 3 days in the church. I have to fast and pray that God, this journey I want to embark on, you just have to help me. And guess what? God literally helped me, right? I came down to Benin, and I wouldn't even want to tell you how I raised the money because nobody wanted to accommodate me. I have to know during the meeting, during the event, Ambassador Architect Moses shared how he used a text message to raise money. And of course, I dived into that testimony, and I sent some messages to people that I have interviewed the next day that I needed some money to, I needed transportation. So some person sent 1,000, some sent me 2,000. So I was able to raise 28,000 naira. And that was what helped me to secure a beautiful apartment I'm going to be showing you shortly. Right now, I have to relocate to Benin, and this was the apartment. I will show you, right? This was the apartment. Right in this apartment, you see how beautiful the met with determination. And only one thing conquered, all right? And that was the fact that I was ready to make a change for my life using this system. Okay. And in this place, there was no bed. I didn't have a bed. I had to go to the office. I picked 5 carton product of M Global carton, and I placed on the floor. That was where I slept. Every day, I go out to share my questionnaire because I built my business from questionnaire. And guess what? Right in this house, I write my dreams on the wall. I want to be the best leader in the business. I'm going to be someone other people are going to look up to. I wrote so many things. Oh, no bed, no fan, but I had a mirror in that room. All right. And that mirror became, every day I speak to this mirror, and it became a companion for me. And right in this place, everything changed for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I started my business. People said it's breaking, please. Lady Sophie, please, am I breaking? Please, I need feedback.
Ma, we can hear you loud and clear. You're good.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right. So right in this place, a whole lot changed. A whole lot changed. And that was when I had determination to succeed. I went out to share questionnaire because I didn't have contact. So I started building my business from questionnaire. And questionnaire brought me to where I am right now. We have several tools in the business that can help you build your business for those of us that really want to understand our business. All right. And through this project, a whole lot has happened for me. All right. Not just about the fact that I'm speaking to you today. I've understood that if you really must succeed, you must be able to have mentors, people can hold you by the hand. And during COVID-19, that was when my business kicked off. All right. I connected a doctor in my business that literally gave me his hospital to be running 4 times, 3 times presentation every week while people were at home. And that was when my business kicked off. And from that single time, all right, till now, a whole lot took place in my business. I had my first office, that was 2020, and this was what it looks like. All right, the fact that this opportunity gave you a chance all right, to become more than you could ever imagine. And for that reason, I forgot where I was coming from. I was totally sold out to the vision of the business. I was totally immersed in what this opportunity could offer, and a lot of things began to change for me. And I can tell you today, though I'm not where I want to be yet, but I can tell you I'm not where I used to be, because the same lady who saw this opportunity with so much doubt, all right, remember I entered the business for someone else until I finally discovered that God set it up just for me to understand that this was it for me. And guess what? Through this project, a whole lot happened. I've worked with quite a lot of people. And through this project as well, I've experienced what it is called a little bit of success, right, from the business. And today, I'm speaking to you from my office, and this is what it looks like. And I also need to remind you that I started this business with 10,000 naira. With 10,000 naira. So where do you see a business that you can start with 10,000 naira? And in 5 years, you can have so much to show for it. And ladies and gentlemen, okay, today by God's grace, God has helped me through this project, not just to make money, but to see how I can contribute positively to the life of other people. And I'm sincerely going to be using this opportunity to thank Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mbah for all the early push he gave me in the business, all right? And that was because I was sincerely ready. And thank you, sir, for all those push, all right? I'm sincerely grateful for all the push, all right? Now, I'm sure you can tell the difference. If you choose to understand the business we do, a whole lot will change about you. If you choose to understand the business we do, a whole lot will change about you. I showed you where I'm coming from, and I've equally showed you where I am right now. All right? The question is, which one would you prefer? Which one would you prefer? Mind you, I've started this training like since when I come on stage. All right? All right? Which one would you prefer at this point? This is the me that saw this opportunity. This is the me my auntie who said I'm stupid. Nothing you do is ever okay with my auntie. All right. And for some reason, so many things. One of my auntie even come to say, oh, this child cannot even go to university. Let her go back to primary 4. A lot of things happened for me. But guess what? This system held me by the hand and showed me what is possible. I'm sure you can tell the difference. As I'm showing you my process in this project, I'm sure you can tell the difference. So if you choose to understand our business, I can tell you, the you that joined this business is not the you that will eventually be in the next couple of months or probably couple of years. And trust the process, guys. Decide you will understand our business. See, type understanding at the comment section. Anything you don't understand, you stand to downplay. Anything you don't understand, you stand to take it for granted. This project took a child who had no support nowhere. Today, I pay my bills, guys. I pay bills for my siblings. I pay my mother's bills. I pay other people's bills, all from this system. Since 5 years ago that I came in contact with this project to today, this is all I do. Nobody freaking pay my bills, guys. I was able to move from that house I showed you to a 3-bedroom apartment, and you'll be asking me, what are you doing in 3-bedroom apartment? You would have asked me what I was doing in the other house too. What am I saying? This system gave me a life of possibilities. And if you are just a new connector and you are just joining this business today, I beg you to understand this business. No, just last week we were treating a topic in our cell meeting that has to do with unstoppable confidence. And one of those series said that people tend to give a lot of time in their job. But when they come to this business, they have excuses. You spend 35 years working with government. There are months government will not pay you salary. There are months that your boss is going to annoy you. You will not walk up to your boss and quit and tell them they are no longer doing this job. You will bear it. Your colleague will shout at you. They will even form a caucus against you. You will not leave that office. You will stay there. But the moment we walk into this project, our senses of now come back to us. Yeah, you cannot tolerate a small girl telling you how to move to one level to the next level. Yeah, you found everything so offensive. And today, by God's grace, God will help me deliver this message to you so that at the end of the day, you will understand that the reason why we are in this meeting was because a young man, a medical doctor, saw this opportunity and he decided to understand. Oh my goodness. He decided to understand. See, do you know why understanding is very important? You could even see that even the Bible talks about it, right? Because anything you don't understand, you take for granted. And no wonder you see people you think they're already standing in the business. All of a sudden, one small shake will come, they are up. They never understood the business, guys. And if you must really understand what it takes to build a life that can give you luxuries, or maybe a life that can give you peace. Because if you wake up and you have challenges and you don't have money, you won't have peace. You wake up to emergencies and you don't have money to solve that emergency, you are not going to have peace. So either way, you need to understand. All right. So if you have your writing material with you, type ready. God was able to help me understand because of all the things I've went through from the day of my existence. I have passed through a lot of things. And I will even also add this to you, that I became the first graduate that my mother and my father would ever had. Because my aunties, apart from myself and my brother, they brought other people to stay with them. But guess what? They will tell you, I cannot tolerate the way this woman is talking to me. I cannot take it. They never, until today, some of them are still where they are. But the one that was ready to succumb, to subdue, to take all the bullshit, take all the bullying, is the person speaking to you today. So when you choose to understand the way things are, you set yourself up. So welcome to Super Monday Cell Meeting, where I'm going to be sharing a little bit of information with you. Some you must have heard before, some will be for emphasis sake, some is for you to take caution so that you don't fall. You must have heard that network marketing is all about education and understanding. Yes or yes? Type it at the comment section. This is not the first time you are hearing that the business we do is about education and understanding. And that is why I start meeting that every day. Every day, our mastermind, our leaders set up a system put in place to guide us on a daily basis. You see, one day, one of my team members woke up to me and said, Madam Blessing, all this training, is it not too much? Every day, can't we be doing this training once in a week? And I looked at him and said, sir, before you were born, before I was born, we made darkness, we made poverty. Now the system says you should become a multi-millionaire. And this multi-millionaire, the system is telling you to become, you said you want to be learning the business once in a week. The question is, will you ever get where you're going to? So you must understand, why do we do the things we do? It's all about education and understanding. And if you are being educated, you don't understand, my sister, you are just like someone who is inside the well, but you are thirsty. Because you must understand. You want someone to join your business. How well do you know the business? How well do you know the business? All right. So at the end of the day, even the Holy Book says, for all you seek in this life, when you kneel down on your knee, either you are a Muslim, you are a Christian listening to me, or you're a pagan, either what you practice. The Holy Book says you must seek understanding, because if you don't understand, a whole lot will go wrong. A whole lot will go wrong. All the things I was passing through in the hands of my auntie, I never knew they were preparing me for this business. I never knew. All the time I was able to understand, why is my auntie shouting at me? Why can't my auntie just understand that I'm just like a daughter? I am a brother's son. Daughter. Now, I also go to learn that my father was someone who, among his siblings, he was very ambitious. And I saw one of the things he signed. When I went home, my father's brother showed it to me. I looked at my father's handwriting for the very first time in my life. I was like, did my father actually wrote this thing? Because all the thing I was hearing about him, this guy was ambitious at a point. He wanted to go and learn how he went to learn mechanic. And among his peers, he was the only one that had bicycle. And bicycle at that time could be compared to a car. So I began to pick one or two things, that I am not just an ordinary child. I am from a seed of a man who have always desired something out of life. And there is something I also find out, that all the while my father was serving people, He was serving people. He was serving people. He keep on serving. And I now know, when I got that information, I now looked at myself. If I ever said I want something, I have to serve to get it. I have to serve. Nothing had ever been given to me. Nobody had ever given me something. You have to serve. Please, my auntie, please, you can get access to some certain thing. And that was my life. And guess what? And I began to understand why things are done the way they are. And all the while I was in Lagos, my father never showed up to say, and see, a whole lot has happened, right? But there was a place of me understanding why things were happening to me. And I knew that nobody ever had greatness and did not go through a process. And that has helped me in this business. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't understand why things are done, you miss out. Do you know why? Because anything you don't have a deep understanding of, you tend to downplay and take for granted. Anything you don't have clarity about, and most time it's not that maybe we don't have clarity. Most time it's in the fact that we have just refused to understand. So let's start by defining what understanding is. Understanding simply means your ability to comprehend, your ability to have a deep insight about something. All right. So at this point, let's pause for some seconds and ask some questions. What would you really say you understand about our business? Because I remember, was it last year, when I had a lot of challenges in my business, and Ambassador Architect Moses was coming to Benin. And of course, one thing about me is that I used to smoke into people's training, right? And I also want to thank Ambassador Architect Moses. I used to sneak into their meeting, right? Because I don't want to succeed. I don't have option, right? So one of those days he came to Benin, I just have to ensure that the training was having with his team member in Benin. I sneak all my team members, like, come on, we have to be in this meeting. So after that meeting, I begged that I wanted to see him. And I was telling him all the problem I was going through my business. No, we know how to explain problems. So he was just looking at me. And the moment I finished explaining my problem, he looked at me and said, listen, what is leverage? And for the very first time in my entire life, I felt I'm just hearing that word for the very first time. Like, if it felt as if I was just hearing it for the very first time. As I'm talking to him, I probably remember that meeting with him. He said, "Bless, it's not about what is happening in your team, because if you two don't understand, you quit as well. The more you're saying your team member is this one, it starts with you first. What is leverage?" Understanding that, after that meeting with him, I went back to go and do a full study of what leverage is. And I can tell you, because for some of us, when you have challenges, you seem to disconnect. Small challenge, you disconnect. Same meeting, you show up. I left them with a better understanding about what is happening in my business. If you don't have a deep insight about something, you think we are all playing in this place. People are resigning from their job to do this business full time. You are quitting to go and pick up a job. You need to understand that something is wrong somewhere, right? And it comes from personal understanding. It comes from personal understanding. If you don't have that personal understanding, any small ship you are up. So it is a call for you to have a deep understanding. And I'm going to be explaining small, all right, as I proceed. Now, you have to understand that our business is personal development and compensation plan. Personal development and you being like you are learning yet in school, buying handouts, ensuring that you pay your school fees. We spent 4-5 years, some of us that did much bigger courses, 8 years they are still in school. And God help you, like the school I attended, with several strikes, right? At the end of the day, you still have to wait because you need a certificate that will give you a job. Our business says the moment you sign up into our business, while you are learning, you are making money. So it has to do with personal development and you being paid. We call it compensation plan. Now, for you to get to a point where your income will increase, that is where the education is. And that's where the understanding is. Now, let's move a little further. Gibran said that formal education will make you a living. Yes, your salary is to make a living. All right. You pay bills, you go back again, you work, you pay bills. All right. So if you don't understand this business for yourself, my sister, my brother, you will not last long. Any small challenge, you only want success, but you don't want the other part of it. And both of them go hand in hand. All right. So when the chips are down, you take off. All right. So please understand this thing now. So at the end of the day, it is those who choose to understand that literally make it to the top. The more you learn, the more you understand the possibilities in our business. Like I said, I had the first day I signed up, I was clouded with the fact that I thought I found a relationship. And because of the need and urgency, please don't you question things that happens to you. You may not understand yet, but wait, a time will come you understand. Right? Because maybe like every other corporate, some of us that are prospective corporate, you know that corporate are the hardest people in this life to ever talk to. Like, one of my team members was taking me to almost 4 CDS using my story. Almost these people brain no day. But guess what? When I saw this opportunity, and because I was like, my life was there, so to say, right? And I decided I embark on it. Well, as I began to understand what life really entails, that if we must succeed, you know that there's a downtime. To follow the ladder. And the basic things, now once you understand our business, the basic things required for you to do, right? Let me take that again. If you understand the possibilities in our business to help all right, let me be sure you can still hear me. All right. So if you don't understand, how do you succeed? How do you succeed? What if Ambassador Dr. Elijah Jamba refused to understand the business? He said, I'm Dr. Do you know who I am? I'm actually at the peak of my career. But he chose to understand. And because he chose to understand, not only is he succeeding, he has also helped all of us to come to limelight and also get to understand the price required to pay to get to where we are going to. The basic step to personal development in our business, you must understand that the basic step to the personal development required for you in our business, for you to really stand the test of time, you must follow the process. Some of us, for me, I've never done network marketing, but this was my first time. All right. And every day, because I'm learning every day, it's making a whole lot of sense. I'm understanding diverse parts, the part of failure, the part of succeeding, the part that people walk away from you. You understand it's part of the process. And it is not today people have been walking away from things. It happened to Gideon. All right. Imagine people said, oh, we want to save our country. A whole 222,000 walk away. That their dream, they can't fight for their dream. Those people should better come and kill their. So a whole lot, it's not today people have been walking away from things. So you must understand that part. Now let's run down to the things you really need to know. The moment you sign up into our business, right? We take it through the NCA. Now at this point, maybe ask what is NCA? NCA means the New Connector Academy. All right, we take it through the basic orientation that the business would guide you through. All right, you attend the IPO where we take you through the basic information. We showed you the culture that the business required from you. We show you the basic step to becoming successful, the 5 steps. We showed you what can kill your business and what can help you succeed. That's where you have the fear and the consistency. Then we move you from there and take you through some of the basic training that will give you a better result in your business. All right. So if you miss out of any of these classes, some offices are the name they call it. All right. So at the end of the day, these are the things you do that can help you, equip you with a lot of knowledge in your business. So if you just sign up yesterday and you're yet to do your IPO, initial planning orientation, please, after this meeting, call the person that recommended you that you want to do your IPO so that you don't miss out. All right. Then the next thing the system help you to understand in the journey of personal development is the fact that you have to read some books. For some of us, they are lawyers there. You know how many books you read. For some of us that are medical doctors, you know the number of books you read. For some of us that are probably in one profession or the other, you know the numbers of books you read, right? You know the numbers of books you read for you to be able to get to where you are. Now you are joining a new profession, and our business is a profession. That's one thing you also need to understand. All right, so there are books to read. So when you come into the NCA section, we take you through this book one after the other. Then as you begin to read, you need now begin to understand that if you must succeed, then you have to model. And when you do that, you create them to study and learn from those who are already succeeding. Who are already succeeding. All right. In our business, one thing about our business is the fact that the more you learn, the more you see people you want to be like. I remember when I wanted to start learning presentation. I've said this thing before. All right. I started using Dr. Lita's presentation to start learning presentation. I would listen to her, I would telling myself, if a woman can do this, me too, I can do it. All right. I'll go back to my carton and begin to listen to the voice note over and over again. And that was it. All right. So you need to learn model from people that are succeeding. Then the next thing is cell meeting. Our cell meeting is every day, just like what we are having right now. You are learning, and as people come into your business, they are also learning. And together, all of you are learning towards becoming not just the best version of yourself, but someone who the world could also recognize as someone who can add legacy and impact. All right. So the cell meeting is there to help you learn. The millionaire schools are there. We have 2 millionaire schools in a week. One is online, the other one is physical. Tuesday is millionaire school with our mastermind, Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mba, right, our G8 leader. And on Saturday, we have a 381 Mastermind Millionaire School. So you need to know that you have to be in this meeting if you must develop yourself to become someone that other people can also look up to. Now, when you understand this basic thing, we don't need to come and be reminding you that you're supposed to join cell meeting. There are some basic things you understand about our business that you don't need a constant reminder. All right, for some of us, somebody beg you to join this meeting. For some of you, if they don't remind you that it is time for training, you don't join. And you need to understand that if you must create results in the business, then there are some certain things you must naturally understand. Don't say, oh, the same meeting is too much. Faith, they say she come to the office, say you don't have transportation. Oh, yeah, stay where you are now. Connect and join from wherever you are. You still say you don't have data. Imagine our problem. Our problem is just too much. At the end of the day, you still want success. And success is not given, it is earned. Please type that at the comment section. Success is not given, it is earned. So if you ever want to make a difference, be ready that this personal development you take it seriously. Then the next thing that will help in your journey of personal development is to engage in challenge. Because the more you learn, the more you understand, the more you see the need for you to begin to climb the ladder of results in the business. All right. If you don't engage in challenge, well, you just be like a network marketing professor. You learn too much and you do nothing. All right. The challenge is there to help you rank advance, to help you in your income, to help you build a team. A whole lot comes with challenge. Challenge is not problem in our business. No, when you say challenge, say, oh, this one is problem. You mean I need to engage in problems? No. In our own business, challenge is core activities you do that separate you from others. I hope I'm able to help you understand that. All right. So these things will help you when you understand them. If you don't understand, you are just dead. All right. I've seen people that said, me, I'm not going to quit in the business, but they don't engage in any activities. All right. So the next thing is destination events. And that is where we are all going to be at this weekend. This weekend is fully packed. All right, destination event. Why is destination necessary in your personal development? Because that is where leaders are born. That is where the egos are separated from the I don't want to use a wrong word, all right? But that is where champions are bettered, all right? So destination event is what makes the difference. Now, when we say destination event, it means that you are totally immersed for the event that is coming. No distraction, no nothing. For that 2 days or 3 days, you are totally ready to receive the word that could help you change your life, your business, and every other aspect. All right? For some of us that go to event, you go there, you are snapping pictures. Let me help you now. 4 days from now, we are all going to be in Abuja. If I was snapping picture outside doing Barrister Sharon testimony, I don't think I would have been here. Because you see a lot of people go to event, they come back and they quit. Let's talk about it now so they can plan yourself well, right? Don't go to event while training is ongoing, you're snapping picture. Go to the venue on time. Go and snap all the picture you want. The moment you heard the sound, someone is on stage, Nebiko, all you need to do is to get a seat and ensure that you don't miss any. Don't stand up. It is not that time you stand up, you say you are going to look for water. You are blocking somebody, they are telling you shift. You are telling somebody shift. Imagine somebody was telling me shift. When Barrister Sharon was talking, the person would have distracted me. Get the water you need. And you know that if you take more water, you are going to stand up to use the restroom frequently. So reduce what you take in. Something happened to me in the last event. All right, see, our mentors are gifts. Something happened to me, and I'm going to share it so you can also learn. During the awakening event, we are in charge of food and the rest of them. All right, so after we finished giving out the food and stuff, I was already seeing double. So I needed to take water and food. Let me just take something. I didn't know Ambassador Dr. Tony was like probably observing me at that point. And the moment I carried the food and the water, I was walking through the bag. Let me go. And he just said, I didn't know he was following me. I just heard my name. Listen, you cannot be eating while 90 days is ongoing. Your spirit mind is going to be weakening. You need to stay strong. You need to, for some of us that have heard Dr. T talk, you know the way he talks, right? He said, you want to kill your spirit mind? It is not food you need now. You need to stay active. The thing that was doing me, but no, it vanished once. I carried the food. I just went back inside. Imagine that. Oh, God. See, God bless our leaders. You want to go to event, you don't have food. You have been eating for the past how many years now? It is not food you need now. You are sick and tired of where you are. You want to change. Don't go there. You are fighting for food. You need to focus. If you need to take something light, take something light. Put something in your stomach. Don't go there and get distracted. It is called destination event, right? So that you don't distract yourself and other people. I will also tell you what happened in my business. During immersion, some of my team members went to events. Before I know, they said they were hungry, that they were already in their hotel room. I was calling them to know. There was a testimony. Who was training that time? I think Barrister Sharon too. Yes, Barrister Sharon training. Yes, Barrister Sharon was training, and I was like, she was talking about the thing that she has passed through and married and the business that she was able to survive. And I know I began to ask them, the married people in my team, where are you? Up here following this training? I just heard a reply. Ma, we'll go back to our hotel. I say, waiting. You said, yeah, where now? Ask me how you talking. Where are you? In your hotel. Let me tell you the history of these people. They are quitted. One of them are fully quitted. Imagine somebody that went to a mansion and came back and quit. So don't prepare yourself well. Be intentional. Your personal development can come from learning from somebody else. Some of you don't understand what it means to learn from somebody else's experiences. I've been in this business a little bit of a time to tell you that you need to really equip yourself with a lot of knowledge in our business, so that when some things showed up in your business, you will know why they showed up, and you will start the test of time. It is not that time you say you want to quit. I don't think I'm even making money. The place you want to go to, are you telling me you're going to pick money in the street there? Yes. So if you must understand why things happen the way they happen, then guess what? Things will change for you. So destination is one of the things that helps you. Then you will decide you will learn the skills. As you learn in the journey of our business, the skills are there. And this skill is where your income increases. This skill is what sets you apart from others. All right. Before now, I didn't think I can speak like this. Hello, how now? How now? Bless him. How? But you see, this business have given me audacious, oh, mercy of God, audacious confidence. Like you can literally enter anywhere and speak to whoever, president, governor, just say it, right? Because at the end of the day, we all understand that those who are skillful and understand exactly what they do are those who eventually get to where they are going to. So don't come to the business and say, they gave you GoPro to read, say you don't have time to read it. Okay, let's do this. So he said, no. So at the end of the day, you won't get to where you're going to. So understand this thing. Type I will understand at the comment section. The key word you keep hearing from my mouth till I leave your front this morning is understanding. Because if you understand some certain things, let me tell you, Nobody will come and be telling you this business. Are you sure it is what it is? Are you sure they are not scammer? A stranger will close somebody that I think you already know in the business. A stranger, right? Somebody else will come and tell you something and you listen to me. So understand now, choose you understand, right? You learn the skill. Then another thing that will help in your journey of personal development, understanding that this is a business. And every business needs to be built. You must face your fear. Last week, Ambassador Tochi talked about it. Face your fear. Fear has killed a lot of dreams. Fear has killed a lot of dreams. All right? If everybody in your team are fearful, even me, in fact, these days, in fact, since this year, I've been diagnosing things that have been happening in my business. Why is my business failing? Why will I be here today, tomorrow, and here? I am picking this thing because I want to solve this problem once and for all. Right? Why will my business be here? The next day my business is, they are looking for it. Right? So if everybody you have in your business, they are fearful, they are not courageous. There are people that cannot take initiative. My dear, today you are here, tomorrow you are here. I'm telling you my life experience right now in this business. All right? People you think already understood the business, they find out that they don't even understand anything. All right? They are only okay when they are making money. The second the money don't come in again, they are off. And on their job, even though government will not pay them for months, they will still stay there. They won't walk away. So you need to understand. You must come to a point of understanding. What happened when you refuse to understand? Let's talk about it. What happened when you refuse to understand the business we do? Something will happen. And I need to help you understand before you get there, before you get to that level. Number one thing that will happen to you, take note, you become a sheep in wolf clothing. Now, you'll be asking me, what are these people? I will explain to you. These are people that, to some extent, they have received results in this business. These are the people, to some extent, that have been able to build something you can call a little bit of success. Now, the moment that little bit of success stopped coming, they eventually switch. And at this point, they began to backstab the business. They began to even discourage other team members. They began to form a caucus. Hello? Yeah. Imagine me now saying bad thing about this business. Just think on. Think on. Just think on. One of my team members that tweeted today told me, this product said, why is this product like this? And globally, the reason why this thing is like this, I said, I don't understand. The moment you start blaming this business, let me tell you, nothing will save you. Let me help you now. The moment you point finger out this business and you start saying anything awful, that's the day your business will start going down. And I used to tell people, the reason what has really helped me in the line of my mentor in the business, the fact that there's some certain understanding I had. When things happen, choose to understand. They've changed the product packet. Why did they change it? You should know why they changed it. The way you go to the market, you find out that the rice you bought last week is not the same amount you bought. Now, the product that is coming all the way from different cities and countries, you want it to still remain the same. And you refuse to understand. Why is this pack small like this? Why is this? Understand why things are done the way they are. All right. So you become a sheep in wolf clothing, and I forbid it for you. You won't be a sheep. For you listening to me now, you now join a club called the Naysayers Club. They'll keep telling you that it's only the people at the top that makes money. Some of them will even whisper to you that your leaders are making money off you. And I'm like, I don't understand. You have left, you have right in the business, and you're just one leg of your leader. So how come? So understand these things, all right? When you understand it, it will save you so much stress. Then what will eventually now happen is that you quit. You quit, all right? So when you refuse to understand the business, which a lot of people have refused to, and today, they are nowhere to be found today. So please, choose to understand. Now, take a look at this. Take a look at this, all right? Now, you also need to understand that Century 21 Freedom Group International, which is the company that we are usually using to walk through our path to creating results, all right? All right, in the midst of M Global, is the fact that these people are creative people, forward-thinking people from different fields of endeavors. Some of you listening to me, you're a banker. Some of you listening to me, a medical doctor. Some professors, some diverse field, regardless of where you're coming from. All right. Now, there are strategies to put together For every single person who chooses to understand our system to achieve their common goal, you must choose to understand. If you don't choose to understand, you will not achieve those dreams. Imagine the life that some of our leaders are living. Most time when people quit this business, I just shake my head. I'm seeing people succeeding. Me, I want to quit. Is it that I'm not seeing or what? If I'm not succeeding, maybe there's something I'm supposed to do that I'm not doing. So only those that choose to understand achieve their dream through the system. All right? So what does this dream our system promise you? This is not news to us. Financial freedom, time freedom, health freedom. Now you also need to understand that we have a power-packed product. Some of you don't know the potency of our product. The last Millionaire School, Ambassador Dr. Alita did a lot of justice on explaining to us the power that our product can really do to us. But some of us will know in that meeting. Do you know that you have some product that can really help you? Imagine you're in a business where you make money and your health is also taken care of. All right? So also the likes of this powerful product that we're also currently having, the Ultra H2. So all of this thing is for you to be healthy. All right, it's for you to be healthy, make more money. Now, don't mistake it that despite everything people have seen in our business, despite the possibilities some persons have seen, some of them still walk away from our business. All right, and a business that would have been a channel for them to build their dreams life, they will still walk away. The question is why and how. Some have refused to understand our business. Some have refused to. Some are not just willing to pay the market price for success. You want success? Then you must be ready to work hard. And in our business, we don't just reach work hard, teamwork. All right? Some of you have not yet started knowing how to present, but you are making money. Can you do that on your job? You cannot. So you must be willing. That willingness is underlined. You must be willing. Because our business is a voluntary business. That's one thing about the business. Nobody sacked you. Nobody query you. You just do whatever you feel like. Our business is very forgiving. But those who choose to understand don't do some certain thing. And that's why there was a time our president keeps saying, industrialize your business. Do it as if it is your job. You know when to show up on your job, show up here. You know that you cannot do without going to work and doing the things you need to do for you to be paid at the end of the month. Do the things you need to do here for you to also move to the next level. So a person will tell you, me, I don't have time. I am just too busy. Everybody have 24 hours. And you say you want to be great? Everybody create time. All right? So please understand this because you understanding will help you. Now, when you understand what your dream needs, then you understand that our business is more than a business. Our business is where dreams and lives are being transformed. So the question is, do you have a dream? And what is that dream? What are you willing to do to get to that dream? Will you be willing to understand the process of what it takes to build a successful business in the network marketing industry and using our system that have been simplified to help you get results faster? Before now, nobody wants to be a networker, but a mastermind, a leader, God gave them that wisdom to sit down and dissect this business and make it even more simple for anyone who really wants to achieve results. So understand that your dreams is important. Now, why must you learn and understand? Number one, it will help you to build a strong belief in the business. The more you learn, the more you understand. Your belief system is strong. So if I'm not succeeding right now in my business, that's not the time to say I want to quit. That's the time for me to sit down. Let's say you have succeeded before. Why are you not succeeding now? Because I'm learning every day. I'm sick and connected. I show up every day, even when I'm sick. Since I came back from seeing my mom, I've not really been fine. I show up every day with my business. Right? Because I know that every single day you show up, you learn something. You learn something. So the more you show up in your business, the more your belief system is stronger and it will help you surmount your challenges time. Now, hunger to stay succeeding. There is one thing that happens to you when you understand how our business works. You were recognized as Club 500 last month. The hunger to become a millionaire earner this month to be there. True or very true? True or very true? Yes, somebody said true. The hunger to stay succeeding will be there because you choose to understand. All right? Then to increase your income. Don't come and say it is not about money. Everything is about money. Yes, it's about money. You want to help others. If you don't have money, you cannot do that. You want to do a lot of things. If you don't have money, you cannot do that. So it boils down to increasing your income. All right? So it boils down to understanding that if you do the things you need to do, your income will increase. And the beauty thing about a business, you can build a successful team. It is not just about making money, but the more you make money, the more you help other people to make money in our system. All right. So understand this thing is going to help you, even if you just sign up into our business. Now, the payment plan, you also need to understand that, of course, you through our payment plan, you get paid every day, every blessed day. This morning, some people have made money. In the evening, people will make money. Tomorrow morning, people will make. You're not even aware that people make money 2 times a day in this business. Oh my goodness. See, you need to begin to grow so they can enter some level in this business. Every day, people make money. In fact, 2 times every day, morning and evening, morning and evening. So it's so much you need to understand. You make between 20,000 to 200K every day. Just and of course, 4 other ways that you make money in a business. So let's take a look at this. Some of us don't really know the way they pay us so much in this business. And for some of us that present, used to explain this thing to a new prospect. Now, every product you are no, if you just quickly snap, so we can move on. All right. So at the end of the day, there's an increment for every single product that you purchase. Take for instance the shoe that you're putting on, listening to me now. All of us are putting on shoes. Let's use that as a case study. Before that shoe finally get to you, it must have passed through about several hands. And for every hand the shoe passed through, there's an increment. Let's say the person that produced the shoe produces it at a cost of, let's say, 5,000 naira. And the national distributor went to the factory and get it for 5,000, brings it to the wholesaler for 10,000 naira. The wholesaler takes it to the retailer for 15,000. The retailer takes it to you now and I, the end user, for 20,000 naira. Now the question is, how much is the original cost of that shoe? 5,000. And we see how much you used to get it, 15,000. Our system says all these are products that would have gone to go and market, to go and promote on CBN and BBC, or maybe call some of these celebrities to come and project and market our bracelets and all of that. Okay, they brings it to you and I, and this is how the channel or distribution looks like. So at the connector in our system, you get paid for every single connection you make into our system. You get paid. You get paid. So understand that we are in a leverage system. Right? We are in a leverage system. As you are growing, you are helping somebody else to grow. So on a final note, you have to understand that for things to work, you have to work hard. For you to be successful, you have to work hard. There's work to do. It is called network marketing. Network marketing. And they have simplified it for us. Network. Group of professionals coming together to work towards a particular vision and purpose. So, as you work as a team, you get more results. All right? So, you must decide to work. Understand that there is work to be done. Don't go and sign up. You sign up with the VIP package, 2.something million naira, and you didn't do anything. You come and start blaming the person that connected you, that you wasted money. I've heard people say a lot of things. Right? So, you are starting a business. Please understand that there is work to be done. And the work in a business is not that hard. I've never tell anyone that this business is hard. It's my team member that used to tell me, Madam B, this thing is hard. In fact, last week, one looked at me and said, well, Madam B, let's be truthful. Let's be truthful. You know, sometimes team member can be so annoying. Okay, let's be truthful. I said, okay, fine, let's be truthful. Let me also understand her point. But you see, this business is hard. Let's just say it. I said, really? I'm not aware. He said, no, Madam B, you don't understand. And I now ask her, as we are going now, this woman seated inside the sun, Selling a market that is not up to 15,000 naira, is it hard or easy? I asked her. It was a lady. She said, eh. I said, okay, wait. This person that is selling this thing now, you don't know if people will buy from him today or not. Is it hard or easy? There's nothing you want to do in this life that is not hard, all right? There's nothing. So just understand, our business is simple. What is there to write names? And somebody else made the call for you while you're learning, all right? What is there to write names? What is there to learn how to speak? We have been speaking since in fact, if they give birth to you, you did not talk, you cannot leave the hospital. So we have been talking since the day we were giving birth to. God used talking to create everything. What is hard there? So you must understand this thing. Stop telling yourself this business is hard. If you quit this business and you go and do your traditional business, you know how to go to Lagos to buy whatever you need to buy. I remember when I was selling air, I'll leave it, but I'll go to Lagos to buy air. 12 midnight, I was outside. I was at the Ibadan Expressway, right? Because there was a lot of traffic at Becker. I could not get to Ibadan on time. What am I saying? Everything is hard. Anything that would have happened to me by that time of the day, true or very true. So why are you coming here to come and keep saying it is hard? Instead of you to ask the right question. And when you don't ask the right question, you cannot understand. So understand that this is the only business that will help you make money. All right? While you are also helping other people to make money. Understand that part. It is not just you making money, but as you are making money, you're helping your team members and other people to make money. This is a business that helps you contribute positively in the lives of others. And may I also announce to you that you also contribute to the economy of Nigeria. For every encashment you make, federal government removes some percentage. You are also boosting the revenue of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, you are not even aware of all these things. So you must understand that. Understand that it is a long-term business, and those who made it to the top choose to understand. Dr. Elijah wouldn't have been here if he refused to understand. All the likes of great leaders that we have in our business, if they refuse not to understand, they wouldn't have been here. All of us would not even have been here. All right. So understand that it is part of the process. And just like any other business, please don't judge this business. It takes time. It takes time to build people, to work with people. Some will quit. Yes. It happened even in the days of God. It happens. It's not today people have been quitting on their dream. So the question is, what do you see? What did you see as I began to round up? Do you see an opportunity of a lifetime? That you know that the challenges are there. You cannot escape the challenges. But what do you do when the challenges come? What do you do? Do you chicken out? Do you go and start forming a gang and start spoiling the business? Do you start speaking ill about your leaders? What do you do? What do you see? So, as I began to round up, guys, understand that if you cannot fly, then run. All of us have level of understanding. That's why all of us are not making the same money. The level of understanding of the president is different from the level of understanding with our Affiliate One Mastermind. The level of understanding with Affiliate Mastermind is different from the level of understanding with our own mastermind. All these people add levels of understanding. And the more if you understand more than the next person, you earn more than the next person. That's just the simple truth. So I'll bring to you the word of Martin Luther King. All right, that if you cannot run, right, please decide that you walk. If you cannot walk, then make a decision that you crawl, regardless you are moving. People are quitting in your business. It's part of the process. Go and recruit the next person instead of thinking on how to quit. Because if you leave this business to go and do a traditional business, people must buy from you before you make money. You sell pure water, nobody buys from you, you don't make money. You sell clothes, nobody buys from you, you don't make money. Don't come and make this business look as if it is. Let's not be doing this thing to ourselves. All right? That's why I said you have to understand. So by all means, keep moving. All right? By all means, just ensure that you are consistently on a move. All right? Now, this is it. You must understand that the vision is yet for appointed time. Before we started this meeting or every other of our meeting, the vision is read out to us. What comes to mind when this vision is read to you? So I'm going to use a passage of the Holy Book that says, for the vision is yet for the appointed time. But at the end it shall speak. Though it will tarry, wait, because it will surely come to do what? It will surely come to pass. If people are succeeding, you succeed. If you have ever become successful before, you become successful again. The question is, dissect what you are doing and promise yourself you keep on moving. All right? So make a promise to yourself that no matter how challenging the journey may be, you will never surrender your dreams. Oh my goodness. You will never hand over your dreams to tough time. Tough time make tough people. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend is going to be an amazing time to learn, to learn new things, to move to the next level. All right? So it is Evolve 2.0, Evolve to Emerge, and of course, it is going to be mind blowing. So don't be the person that will miss this event. All right? In case
introducing our guest speakers for Evolve to Emerge 2025.
So if you want to grow, if you want to build a level of understanding, be at this Evolve. Be at this Evolve. See, I told my team member, I am not going to beg one person to be in this event. I have begged people enough in this my business that I told them I'm understanding this business. So I will tell you once, if you don't want to do, don't go. See, this is not the time we should be begging. This is the time for you to understand why you must do the things you need to do. Do you see it now? This is the time. If it's 3 persons that get the ticket willingly, and these 3 people will not leave to go to their hotel, they will not be snapping pictures, they will sit down and learn. I rather come back with these 3 persons and know what my destiny is. So you must decide it is not you that will make this event. So if you are yet to pay for your ticket, I am not begging you, but I'm telling you, please get your ticket. Please get your ticket. It will help you. You'll be glad you did. All right, you'll be glad you did. Destiny will thank God that if you are the event that changed your life. All right, destiny will thank God for you that you did not give up on yourself. And because you did not give up on yourself, other people too derive strength. They derive that energy. So, coterie, right? Things may not be going well right now. Go to that event, sit down and decide you understand. And make up your mind that you understand this business. And because you understood this business, other people too will succeed. And they will thank God for you, that God used you. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit this training to you this morning. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you to Ambassador Dr. Elijah Ambassador. I sincerely appreciate you for all the push. Thank you so much, sir. All right, for everything you do for me and every one of us here, constantly reminding us that we can also do it. And also to all my friends in the house, all the former Unstoppable leaders, I have a lot of friends in this business, guys. If these people look out for me, all right, Deacon Ken, Engineer Bright, even a few days ago, Pastor Emina called me, Blessing, how are you doing? Even I don't even want to talk about the fact that Tracy, oh my goodness, this business is not just for money, it is family. Thank you guys for looking out for me. And to Great Grace team, we are here to succeed, guys. Before we stand up, we know they stay down. We keep going. Thank you, everyone, for having me. Thank you to all the leaders. Thank you for everyone. Thank you, Star Nation, and God bless us. Have a great day, everyone.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Star Nation, let's appreciate Amazon Ambassador Blessing. Let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her. If you learned a lot from this training, if you know that this training was for you, you know you learned a lot, go to the comment section. If your hands are not too busy, make sure you're appreciating her. Thank you so much, ma, for this awesome training. We really learned a lot. And your story, your story was a whole training on its own, okay? It was encouraging. It was beautiful. The fact that you can grow, it doesn't matter where you're coming from. What matters is where you're headed. What matters is where you're headed. We celebrate you. We celebrate your courage. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma. God bless you for this awesome training. God bless you. Let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her as we take some few announcements. All right, so let's remember all road leads to Abuja. Star Nation, what is happening this weekend? What is happening this weekend? What is happening this weekend? Let's post it on the comment section. Let's post what is happening on the comment section. We've been planning this event for months now. Oh my God, and it's finally here. Yes, it is finally here. So let's post what's happening this weekend. Let's post what's happening this weekend in Abuja. Let's post what's happening this weekend in Abuja. Yes. It's the Evolve 2.0. It's the Evolve 2.0. Yes, it's going to be happening on Friday and Saturday. Who's excited? If you're excited, post your favorite emojis on the comment section. If you're excited, post your favorite emojis on the comment section. I want to see some fireworks. I want to see some amazing emojis on the comment section. Are we ready? Are we ready, Star Nation? Are we ready? I'm so excited. I'm super excited for this Evolve. And I'm sure that this event is for me. I don't know about you, but I'm so sure that this event is for me. And I'm ready to learn, unlearn, and relearn. All right? Yes. So let's also take note that there'll be prayers and fasting. You know, our mastermind has actually announced it before. There'll be prayer and fasting, so we can take out time to fast and pray for this event. You can do it as a team. You can do it individually, because this event, just make up your mind. This event is for me, and pray against distraction. Pray against anything you think of. You know, just pray. Fast and pray this period. Okay, fast and pray this period. So we can use 3 days to fast and pray. We can start from today if you've not eaten, or we can start from tomorrow, Tuesday to Wednesday, or Tuesday to Thursday. Okay. So if you're breastfeeding and your medication, you might not be allowed to fast. However, it's advisable that we all fast and pray for this event. All right. So if we got that, let's type "got it" on the comment section. If you got that, let's type "got it" on the comment section. If we got that, let's type "got it" on the comment section as to bring up our mentor. If we got that, let's type "got it." Okay, great, beautiful. All right, so Star Nation, join me as I welcome on stage our very own leader, our mastermind, our daddy. So join me as I welcome on stage no other person than Ambassador Dr. Elijah Mbado Freedom. You're welcome, sir. It's always a privilege to have you. You're welcome. Good morning, sir. The stage is yours, sir. You're welcome. Let's keep welcoming him. Let's keep welcoming him till we hear his voice. Let's keep welcoming him till we hear his voice. All right. Let's keep welcoming him. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Wow. This is important Monday. Happy Evolve morning to every one of you. Welcome to the Evolve week. And the week we've been waiting for is already 4 days to go. Exactly 96 hours from now, we would already be in the hall, as in the first trainer will already be on. Exactly 96 hours from now. So I'm going to quickly share a few announcements. First things first, starting our personal prayer tomorrow. Thank you for announcing it, Sophie. Let me just put a little credit, make it more clear. Fasting and prayers tomorrow, which is Tuesday to Thursday. Okay, start from 6 to 12. You can stop at 12. You can stop at 3. You can stop at 6 p.m. Just make sure you say a prayer for the Evolve. Say a prayer for people that are coming for journey messages. Say a prayer for people that will be at the event, that they will not miss their time, they will not miss their opportunity. They will not go out to take pictures when it is time for them to catch that one word that will change their life forever. Okay, that's we say prayer for safety, security, everything. Okay, pregnant women, nursing mothers, those with conditions that will not allow them to fast are exempted. We've listed, I've shown us pictures of our trainers. However, there are 2 trainers whose pictures have not been released. One of them is the underdog of this event, is someone that has not featured in Star Nation Retreat before, but it's a phenomenal. Yes, it's a rising star. Okay, rising star. They has not featured in any of Star Nation's event before. He even made it into the top 20 in Nigeria. It says, so you'll be getting real life lessons from these people. Okay, you'll be getting real life lessons from these people. The third thing I want to do right now is to give us an idea of where the venue is, so that we are not just completely lost, especially for those of us that are not in Abuja. How many of us have ever attended an event at Chida Event Center? Chida International Event Center? Chida International Event Center? Chida International Event Center, okay, good. So if you've attended an event at Chida International Event Center, it is not very far from Chida International Event Center to tackle there, okay? If you are driving from Chida International Event Center, you can get to the venue within 5 minutes. Oh, okay, so I'll describe the place to us. There's this junction where we have Jabi Garage. People coming from outside Abuja can always remember Jabi Garage. It is close to where all these vehicles, where the Utako Park is, all the transport companies that they have a major park in Utako, is still close to that place. So it's easily accessible. From that junction where we have Jabi Garage, there's this Zenith Bank there. Some of us know that Zenith Bank. If you are coming from Chida Event Center, you know where the Zenith Bank is at that junction if you are using public transport. Yes, where that Zenith Bank is, instead of you turn right, if you are coming from Chida Event Center, you turn right. Once you turn right, it is the first turn on your left. That's where you are going to. That's where the event is going to hold. So once you turn right, it is on the first turn on your left. You drive in, second turn on your right, you just see the venue. It's just there to be there. Now I'm discussing with the event planner to see if we can have a banner. If AMAC will allow us have a banner or a sign at this major entrance, but just know that it is that simple. I'll have a meeting, a more detailed meeting. We'll post the description on the platform so it will be easier for you to track. Okay, easier for you to find. There'll be available. There'll be buses available at the venue. NUTW, NURTW, we've spoken with them already. The one in Utako, they'll bring their buses to the venue 30 minutes to the close of each day's event. They'll be going to different parts of Abuja. So you don't need to stay close to the venue. You already have a challenge coming if you are not close to the venue. Your challenge will be coming to the event, you know, except when they come, people can arrange with them. You know, your challenge will be coming to the event. At the close of each day event, there'll be buses going to the different major locations. Okay, there'll be the one going towards Asokoro Nyanya Aziz, people going towards that place. There'll be buses going towards Kuba Aziz. Okay, there'll be buses going towards Lube Airport Road Aziz. There'll be buses going towards, the different major places of Abuja, okay? Yeah, so you can easily enter. It is for security. You are going to pay. It's not free. You are going to pay them. We just arrange for them to be there. But of course, you are going to pay along fare. You are not going to enter both. You're going to pay along fare, but you're not going to enter both. We started thinking of that since after last year's event, where event will close. When we'll be done with event, a lot of persons will move towards the express and start waiting for vehicles, putting them at risk and all that. So because of that, we had a conversation. Somebody in the team made the suggestion and even went ahead to discuss with these people. God will bless the person. Okay, went ahead to discuss with people. So the organization this time, by God's grace, will be very smooth. So they'll be there. So from there you can move. There'll be nobody harassing anybody anywhere. Vehicles take you to your location, you move in groups. Okay. And Blessing was saying, I cannot be begging anybody. If it's only 3 people, I'll go with 3 people. Please don't come with 3 people to the event. Okay? Don't come with 3 people to the event. Which one is 3 people? Require say 100 and above. We are saying 3 people. I know that she's trying to use it to make a point. That you don't beg people anymore. You don't have to beg anybody. You don't come with 3 people to the event. There are some persons that already came into. There's a lady that told me she already came into Abuja on Saturday. Abi Friday. Saturday. Yes, Saturday. On Friday. Came into Abuja on Friday so that she can recruit more persons for the event. It's a strategy most people use. It's called the recruit to invite. She feels she has a number she has to hit. Bringing people from outside Abuja, she already has people that are coming from outside Abuja. But getting people from outside Abuja within short notice, she's considering how they are going to transport themselves and their hotel, and she has a number to hit. So she moved into Abuja and she's doing home lunches, back to back to back to back. And as they are signing up in the home lunch, he told me that Saturday, I just finished home lunches, I was on that home lunch yesterday, there's home lunch today, back to back to back. And as they are signing up in the home lunches, they are coming straight for the event. And when she told me, I was very, very impressed. And I told her everybody that is going to be recruited within this period will get that discounted ticket of 30,000 because of that initiative. So people are coming up with initiative, to make sure they hit a number. We don't fight. See, Paul say we fight, not like one that beats the air. We are intentional in our approaches. We're intentional with our punches. We're intentional what we want. We set goals, specific goals, and we put all the effort in place to get it. If he even said, if these people will not praise him, we'll raise stones to praise himself. So if the people in your team are not showing good body language to come for the event, recruit new people that will come for the event. Did you hear that? Recruit to invite. So some of you now that are still outside Abuja, you are doing people in Abuja. We're also having events in Abuja right now. Be reaching out to your contacts in Abuja. Let them attend the BOM. When they attend, they sign up. Let them come for the retreat. Find ways to hit your target. Find ways to hit your target. Okay, tickets are already available for pickup. From this morning, tickets are already available for pickup. So start picking up your tickets early, so that, I know that some of us will still come on that Thursday and still come in the middle of the night. God will help us. But as God is helping us, let's not be taking unnecessary risk and be doing that night journey. We've prayed, but let's also apply wisdom, apply caution. If you are leaving on that Thursday, people should leave later, 6 a.m., 6:30, you have left. Some vehicles will be leaving by 12, 1. Do not be getting here, making us be doing unnecessary prayer and fasting, unnecessary worry in the middle of the night by 12, 1. Please, let this not happen this time. Everybody get ready and coming very, 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 very early. Make sure people are in that, make sure you come in early, get your tickets, okay? Okay, each pair of tickets comes with a notepad and a pen. Okay, each pair of tickets comes with a notepad and a pen. By pair of tickets, I mean Friday, Saturday ticket. As you pick your Friday, Saturday ticket, it comes with a notepad and a pen. Okay, it comes with a notepad and a pen. It comes with a notepad and a pen. There'll be buses going towards all the areas, no problem. So it comes with a notepad and a pen. So as you're picking your tickets, you would get the notepad and the pen, and you have to come with that notepad and pen to the event. The purpose of this is so that when training is going on, you are not taking pictures of what they are posting on screen. Please refrain from taking pictures of what they are posting on the screen. Use your pen and notepad and write it down. Because as you are writing it down, it is going through your mind the second time, and as you are writing down, you are more active, you are more engaged, you are less likely to sleep, you are less likely to be distracted. Okay? You are less likely to be distracted. Okay. And also, when you come for the meeting, please know that you came from very far. You've made sacrifices to be at that place. Okay. Make sure you've made sacrifices to be at that place. Please, that 2 days is not the day for you to start gossiping and gisting. If you sit down with anybody that complains about anything at all, even if that complaint is obvious, the person just open their mouth and just complain about anything, give the person first strike. Once the person complains again, they did not give me food on time, they did not open this door, they did not do this other one, they did not. Anybody that just opened their mouth and said that thing 2 times, ask the usher, please, can you change my seat? Can you change my seat? Because that person is actually focusing on the things that will not help them grow in the business. See, this one, we've put a lot of things in place to make sure that it's an excellent event. I've been telling people this has to be a perfect event. People say, but boss, nothing is perfect. I say, well, it must be perfect. It must be perfect. It must be perfect. It must be perfect. But even at that, there might be one coin that will happen somewhere. Man proposes, God disposes. Anybody that you see decide that is what they decide to focus on, just know that they are not the one that paid your ticket for you. They've not earned the right to derail you. Even in fact, if possible, do not sit with your friends this time. Sit with strangers. Before a stranger will start talking to you, you people would have at least the first day sit with a stranger, second day sit with another stranger. Don't sit with somebody that as they are doing training, the person is bringing gist. You have sacrificed a lot to be here. Please, let those 2 days count. If you want to stay back in Abuja and jaye small, you can come to Abuja a day before and go around and go and see how Abuja is beautiful and enjoy your life. Or you can stay after the event to go and see how Abuja is beautiful and enjoy your life. That day of the event is not the day you should be enjoying anything with anybody. Leave them. Everybody should just blank. In fact, when you enter there, put your phone on flight mode. Nobody should discuss to disturb you. You are embarking on a journey. And that's why when you're on a plane, embarking on a journey, you are ascending through altitudes. They'll say, put your phone on flight mode. So you be on flight mode so that you cannot be distracted. You get everything that you should get. Okay, so we are only wearing t-shirts on the first day. We're only wearing t-shirts on the first day. So blue, white, it doesn't matter. Wear any of the t-shirts on the first day. Okay, wear any of the t-shirts on the first day. And whether you have t-shirt or not, of course, you will enter the hall. But as you're entering the hall, they will divide it into like 2 halves. The first half, they want to put most of the people with the t-shirts there. As you come in, you are entering the hall. You're entering the hall, whether you have t-shirt or not. Okay, but the ushers will be there, making sure that the first half of the hall is filled with people with t-shirts, so that camera and picture go fine. Yeah, so that picture go fine. Then we can also find a way to arrange the t-shirts depending on the number and the balance. Maybe people with white t-shirts will be on this row, blue will be on this row, white will be on this row, blue will be on this row. Anyhow, I've already told them. Okay, they can get it. So the t-shirts are available at the office. They have been discounted already. They have been discounted. You don't need to buy a fresh t-shirt. If you have the t-shirt before, it's the same t-shirt. So if you have the Evolve t-shirt before, it's the same t-shirt. You can come with it. But the t-shirts have been discounted. It used to be 4,000 even last year. Despite the increase in price of everything, the t-shirt was still discounted to 3,000, so that as many persons as possible can have it, that can have that color effect for our event. So you can get the t-shirt at the office. As you are getting your tickets, you can pay for the t-shirt at the office. Okay, you can pay for a t-shirt at the office. You can pick it today So you come, you can pick it. Once you get to the office, everything is already at the office. They're waiting for you to come and pick them. Okay. So you can pick them today. There's one more thing. Okay. However, single day tickets does not come with notepad and pen. Okay. What is single day tickets? There are some persons, especially maybe based in Abuja, that are new people and they've not been given permission to come on Friday and Saturday. The only one they can attend is Saturday. So they can get the single day ticket. Single day ticket is half the price, but it doesn't come with notepad and pen. Okay, let's prioritize those with double day ticket first. By the time we are done sorting out people with double day tickets, and we see that there are still some notepad and pen, we'll give to those with single day tickets. Okay, because I want everybody to benefit from this session. Okay, to benefit for the session. I believe I've addressed everything. Tomorrow evening, there will not be an hour with the phenom. There will not be an hour. I'll discuss with the leaders if they see some things that they hope to communicate, or any of the leaders wants to share and give us some insight or something, we might announce it. But there will not be an hour with the phenom, because we should all focus on preserving our energy and focus on Friday and Saturday. Across all Star Nation offices on Friday and Saturday, there will be no activity. So people who do not make it to the retreat, they should just stay in their house and be sleeping. All offices will be closed. All road leads to Abuja for the retreat. Okay? The teachers are at the Abuja office. The teachers are at the Abuja office. The teachers are at the Abuja office. If you're coming from wherever you are coming, you should, wherever you're coming from, whoever is picking up your tickets for you can also help you pick up the t-shirt. So, if we are wearing both colors of t-shirt on the first day, what is the dress code for the second day? I've announced it before. Let me be sure that we can still remember. What's the dress code for the second day? What's the dress code for the second day? What's the dress code for the second day? I don't like to spell the key as K-I-L-H. I like to spell it as K-E-E. Okay? Wear your Christmas clothes. Wear your wedding clothes, except it's wedding gown. Don't wear wedding gown. Before people say you came here to get married. Dress for celebration, because that's where we are entering into another phase. So dress like the future you are anticipating in the business. So that day is dress to kill. That day will be all glitz and glamour. So the first day will take most of the trainings on first day. Most of the trainings will be on the first day. So those people that are getting one day ticket, well, it is well with them. But most of the trainings will be done on the first day. Okay? Most of the training will be done on the first day. Okay? Then on the second day, it's mainly recognitions and award and recognitions and testimonies. And of course, the president will come on that second day. 1 or 2 trainings might also be on that day. We have some special testimonies on that day also. So, but you'll be coming out to collect award. Dress the way you want. Dress the way you want to be appearing on your slide, because those awards, you are going to be taking pictures, good pictures. The media team are using is amazing pictures. You're going to have them. You're going to be able to put them on your slide and use them to close down. Dress the way you want them to see you on your slide. Okay. So I think that'll be all for now. Indecent dressing, kwa. I don't know who is dressing indecent. If you dress indecent, you want to dress indecent from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Body go tell you now. Body go tell you now. Indecent from 8 to 6. Body go tell you. As you are dressing very well, know that you are coming. know that you are coming for a workshop, an event. So me, I don't know which one is indecent. Me, I don't used to see indecent. I don't know who is indecent and who is decent. If you dress the way you are not comfortable, you come by 7 a.m., 6 a.m. so that I can get space. And that second day we might stay till 8 p.m. For 14 hours, you want to be dressed the way you'll not be comfortable. Are you Shabio? So dress good, dress sharp, dress well, dress the way you want to appear on a slide. Okay, dress the way you want to appear on the slide. If you want to appear indecent on the slide, now you can sabi. Okay, so that'll be all for now. Any further information will be communicated to us. Everything is already sent. Also, because a lot of persons were complaining that by the time they are ready to eat their food is already cold. You will not be entering in with your food in the morning. Some people say by the time they're ready to eat their food, the food is already gone bad. These people will cook the food in the night, trying to give it to us early in the morning, or can enter the hall. You'll not be entering the hall with the food. Okay, so the food will be brought in. I'm recording all these things on YouTube. Can you imagine? Let me end the YouTube. Let me end the YouTube. Oh. Can you imagine?